Welcome to the Malco School Training Series to teach you about our ductboard cutting tools and how to use them with our ductboard square to fabricate fiberglass ductboard. Malco's ductboard tool lineup includes two easy-to-use models for HVAC professionals. The black V-cut model is used for creating clean, precise V-groove cuts for foldable ductboard joints, and the red cut-off model is designed for straight-edge cuts. Each model comes in a 1-inch, 1.5-inch, and 2-inch blade size option. The 1.5-inch is the most common size in the market today. These ductboard tools are built with simple but effective features to provide precise and clean cuts every time. The high-grade blades are heat-treated in stainless steel for ultimate corrosion resistance and superior edge retention. The heavy-duty steel sled features the thick base for prolonged durability. Malco also offers replacement blades for these models for continued use after normal wear and tear. Malco now offers a ductboard square compatible with 1-inch, 1.5-inch, and 2-inch ductboard. Now let's show you how these tools work by fabricating an 8-inch by 12-inch rectangular duct with 1.5-inch thick ductboard using the centerline method. Before you get started, ensure that you know how to hold the tools properly for best cutting performance as shown on the screen. For your safety, please always remember to wear proper PPE, including safety gloves and protective eyewear. A tilted workbench will help you reach the end of the duct as you are cutting it, but any large flat surface will work to cut the ductboard. Remove the quick-release pin from the ductboard square and open it to its use position. Install the quick-release pin in the open position. The ductboard square has an adjustable scale to correspond with the size of Malco ductboard cutters being used. Loosen the two wing nuts on the adjustable scale. Set to the desired size that corresponds to the thickness of your ductboard and tighten the wing nuts to lock the scale in position. Begin working left to right. Use the layout chart as pictured on the screen to measure from the edge of the duct to the scale on the tool. Pro tip: lay out your cut lines before making any cuts. Then you will guide the tool along the lines you have marked with a Sharpie. If you make a cut without laying out the lines, you lose your reference point. Using the table provided and the duct size you are looking to create, mark your first ID measurement plus 1 7/8 inches. Then let's measure the second cut line. Starting from the first cut line, measure your ID plus 2.5 inches. For the third cut line, measure from the second cut line, adding the ID plus 2.5 inches. Now let's make the last cut line. Measure from our third cut line, adding the ID plus 2 3/4 inches. Here's what your marked up board should look like after marking all 4 cut lines. Once all 4 lines are laid out, you can cut the ductboard. Align the center of the ductboard cutter on the marked center line and bring the square into position. Once the square is contacting the cutter, slide the cutter along the square to create the cut. When cutting, keep the tool flat at both the start and end of the cut to ensure accuracy. Repeat for all cuts. After cutting, you may need to remove any excess ductboard material from the foil flap to prepare it for stapling and taping. Carefully score the insulation, being sure not to cut through the foil facing. Then, fillet off the excess ductboard to leave a clean, smooth flap. Now that the duct is cut and the foil flap is cleaned of any excess material, we're ready to fold the duct, staple it in place, and apply foil tape. For this step, you'll need a stapler and a squeegee to properly secure and smooth the tape. Once the duct is folded into shape, staple the foil flap securely in place. Next, tape the seam using foil tape. As you apply the tape, use a squeegee to press it firmly along the entire seam. The tape's adhesive is heat activated, and the focused pressure from the squeegee generates the heat needed to properly bond the tape to the surface. For in-depth instructions and guidelines for fibrous glass ductboard fabrication, we recommend ordering the NAIMA Manual number 7502, an excellent resource for industry best practices and guidelines. Thanks for watching this Tool School series. To purchase your own Malco ductboard tools, please visit your local Malco distributor.